From Colorado's high-definition news leader, this is 9 News.
Good evening and welcome to the 9 News Graduation Special. I'm Allison Emanuel.
And I'm Stephanie May. It's that time of year again. Graduation is only weeks away. Tonight we're going to highlight student achievement and provide some tips to finishing up the year with ease and style. But first, some bad news for those of you not about to receive your diploma.
The price of education is going up. The University of Colorado has approved a 9% tuition hike for in-state students and up to a 5% increase for out-of-state students. CU's Board of Regents passed the increase 8-1. Regent Jim Geddes supported the increase this year but says that he won't vote to pass another increase next year. Here's how the numbers break down. For in-state students, tuition will increase by $572, making tuition $7,000 per year. Out-of-state students will face an increase of $1,300, totaling a whopping $28,000 a year to attend the school.
While students may be feeling the weight of a tuition increase, some are making sure to get their money's worth as CU helps them make the transition from college to the real world. The future is looking, well, brighter for some CU students who attended the last-minute career fair at the UMC. Employers from all around Colorado came to recruit some of CU's finest. From Target to the Marines, just about every profession was represented. Also in attendance were several CU alums, some of whom just graduated last year. However, they weren't looking for jobs. They were on the other side of the table accepting resumes and looking for the next generation of Buffaloes to be a part of their company. The atmosphere was overall hopeful as students dressed in their best looked to land their first real job. We talked to 9 News director Patty Dennis to get some advice for these soon-to-be grads.
My dad gave me great advice and said you'd rather be on the inside trying to move up than on the outside trying to get in, which was just great advice not to quit. Most people who are just extremely successful in whatever career they choose, honest, I think they feel like I can't see myself doing anything else, ever.
College students live for their breaks. Winter break is a time to relax, rejuvenate, and reconnect with old friends. But not for these students. 39 students from the University of Colorado spent their winter break in Costa Rica, where instead of resting, they got quite a wake-up call.
Costa Rica is a country that is known for its beautiful beaches and fun in the sun. However, the vacation destination has a dark side, deep in the heart of the country. It's a place that vacationers never see, where the sun that they covet beats down on families struggling under the weight of intense poverty.
Viven en mucha pobreza.
La Cuenca, Costa Rica is the home of 5-year-old Eliezer. His family is from Nicaragua and came to Costa Rica for a better life. They live in a tin shack and are one of the poorest families in the area. The only place for Eliezer and his friends to play is a dirt area that is flooded with sewage during the rainy season. In La Cuenca, childhood is short and innocence is rare.
Entonces existe mucha violencia, existe drogas.
Gangs, drugs, alcoholism, and prostitution are all problems that seem to define the town. One middle-class Costa Rican man said that he was more terrified to bring his family to La Cuenca than he was of an earthquake. Christian Gomez, also known as Tapon, is a reggaeton star that grew up in a town similar to La Cuenca. Having fallen into drugs, violence, and alcohol himself, he's made it his mission to use his influence to make a difference for these kids. He performed a concert as a part of a project to help bring some hope back to the children. Kelsey Smith is one of 39 students from the University of Colorado Student Ministry. The group came to build a soccer field in the town's center.
We worked with the locals for 4 days to put in this concrete, and it's a lot harder than you would think to do that. But basically, it's going to end up being a soccer field for everyone in this community.
But for these kids, it's more than just a soccer field.
Es muy importante porque, bueno, el fútbol aquí es muy popular en Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Es preferible tener a los muchachos y a los jóvenes jugando fútbol ahí a que estén en una esquina tal vez consumiendo drogas o buscando otras cosas que hacer.
The hope is that this field will bring the community together and sort of take away, be like an outlet instead of drugs and violence.
The kids don't seem to have any complaints.
¿Es mejor? Sí, es mejor. ¿Te gusta más? ¿Vas a jugar?
Sí.
Sí. Bueno.
Y muchas gracias.
Con gusto.
These aren't the only students going above and beyond to pursue a passion. As a club sport, the CU Buff Gold dance team receives no funding from the school. However, this team of 20 won't let that keep them from dancing their way to the top.
1, 2, 3.
Dance is not a sport. Try telling that to CU's Buff Gold dance team, a team of 22 dancers with financial goals that to some might seem unattainable. Buff Gold is a club sport that gets no funding from the university. They perform at a few club sports and varsity events, but they have one major goal.
Team's goal is always to go to nationals and to fundraise as much as possible for nationals because we have to pay for everything ourselves.
Fundraising goal of $30,000 and a trip to nationals already on the calendar, it is up to the team to kick it up a notch. The coach and captains are all CU students, meaning all the challenges and responsibilities fall on them. But that doesn't keep the girls from doing what they love. Despite a heavy study load and personal schedules, dance has always been their passion.
I've been dancing since I was 3, so it's always been a part of my life, and it's just a way to be expressive and creative and kind of forget about everything else in your life.
Allison Sweeney is a senior on Buff Gold and a team captain. She's also a pre-med student and president of a pre-med group on campus. Allison gets a little help from 3 freshman captains who are learning to take over the reins.
Structure is really important to have on a team, so I feel like as a captain I could make that more like a bigger part of our team, is making workouts a certain part of the team or making sure we go over certain parts that we need to go over in the dance, things like that.
The odds are against them at nationals because other teams get more funding and practice, and they get more support from their university. In comparison, the Buff Gold dancers are the underdogs. Their survival is up to them. Win or lose in nationals, the Buff Gold dance team knows that their dedication and love for dance is what got them there in the first place.
The experience for me is hearing the crowd cheer once we're done, and when we finish like a hard leap or a hard turn sequence, and just hearing the crowd go wild and being out there with, really 20 of my best friends.
'Cause you're not really here.
In a town like Boulder, there is always something new and exciting to do. But with the stress of school, work, and other activities, it's hard to make time to try them. To all of you graduating seniors, now is your last chance to start checking things off your Boulder bucket list. Some suggestions? The Thursday night bike ride, an evening at Fisk Planetarium, bowling at the UMC, or running the Boulder Boulder. Basically, we're saying, don't let a moment go to waste.
So it sounds like you'll have plenty of fun on your list for this summer, but you want to be sure and dress the part. We toured some of Boulder's best boutiques in search of fun summer fashions. Who would have thought? Fashion in Boulder? Metro Mix's Heidi McGuire shows us where. The biggest misconception about fashion in Boulder is just that there isn't any.
John Schompak knows better. He's been in the business of making Boulder look its best for 20 years at his store weekends, and most recently introduced his premium blue store that makes any booty look amazing.
This is the denim store at Weekend, and we do a lot of sportswear that goes around jeans, but jeans are the driving force behind the business.
This shop offers quality threads you won't find just anywhere.
Brand-wise, we carry AG, Citizens, 7, Nudie, Stitches, True Religion.
The denim store, located near the corner of Broadway and Pearl, caters to both men and women.
I love these colors. I love anything that's bright.
But be prepared to pay for those custom-made blues. Jeans here run well over $100 a pop. But in a town where Casual Friday falls every day, outfits from the denim store are always in style.
It's the uniform for people now, is jeans.
Do I look at the camera?
Our next stop?
Hi, you're at Common Era in Boulder.
An urban shop on Pearl Street selling fun fashion for less.
You name it, we make it.
Deborah Mazer believes everyone should be able to afford wearable art.
It's adorable, it's easy to throw on, you don't have to think about it, you don't even need to add anything to it. It's just great.
At Common Era, you can find unique pieces that'll get you noticed. Deborah and her staff make one-of-a-kind clothing and accessories.
We are here for the people who really do love fashion. People will come up to you and say, where did you get that? It's just great stuff at really, really affordable prices.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We want to wish you the best of luck on finals and a happy graduation.